McChesney left the building a month ago, irate at himself and the circumstances. John McChesney found himself contesting for the IWC Tag Team titles at Reloaded thanks to the infamous reset button. And even more infamous was his tag team partner, IWC's preeminent female athlete, Britt Baker, who had already wrestled earlier in the night. John comes back after...
There you are! That's one of IWC's best fans of all time! He has been at many of these Super Indies. He was even at Super Indy 4 that yours truly won.
Is he the mystery partner?
Could be. Not only that, I've also been the IWC World Heavyweight Champion. But I have never been the IWC Tag Team Champion. And I want to win the Triple Crown of IWC. He'll be here with Shima later, don't you worry. Now, unfortunately, there's a lot of traffic down in downtown Pittsburgh, and my partner is still on his way.
What? Partner's not here.
He's not here at the moment, but he's on his way.
Well, we can guess who that is.
Reigning tag team champion Fraternity.
More sympathetic, John, I could not beat. But these folks, they didn't come to see Little League John McChesney. Shut up! These folks came to see the IWC Tag Team Champions, baby. You know our names. My name, Kenny Decker. My partner, Trent Dixon. And we are the Fraternity. And believe me, fat boy, if we had the time, we'd come over there and kick each and every one of your asses. Especially you Andrew Powell folks over here. But I'll tell you what, John, it's your lucky day. Rather than beat up each and every one of these losers, we're going to come and beat the crap out of you. And oh, and guess what, if I might add, you want a rematch? It starts right now.
His partner's not here, come on.
Well, that's not the fault of the Fraternity.
Fraternity know what they're doing. They're taking advantage of a situation that is out of all of our control. It's a Saturday night, it's a hot summer evening, traffic is going to be an issue, the partner is not here.
But none of that has anything to do with the Fraternity.
No.
Their match is now. They have an advantage. I don't blame them one bit for doing this.
Well, I mean, is there somebody in the back that could be a surrogate partner? Can we get something? Could the Fraternity have waited till we made a decision about this?
If I were them, I wouldn't have let that happen.
Oh, they're going for the keg stand already. McChesney counters. McChesney having to fight for his life 2-on-1 to become only the second ever Triple Crown champion. And it's Gibson from behind. Oh, we've seen that drop kick in many Super Indies prior.
Very true.
But keep in mind, it was a month ago, the Fraternity, an uncomfortable assault on Britt Baker. Yes, it was legal, but that doesn't make it any easier to watch. And they took liberties after the matchup, further assaulting Britt when the matchup had already ended. John McChesney blamed himself, felt very guilty, left very enraged, and there you see the manifestation of that rage with that suicide dive. But McChesney swore revenge for the way they treated not just a woman, but McChesney's friend and somebody we've all grown to love here in IWC over the past year, Britt Baker. But who did McChesney find? Did he find anybody?
Well, I mean, would you consider John a liar?
I have not questioned the integrity of McChesney since he's turned over this leaf, but let's face it, McChesney, we talked about polarizing individuals. I think McChesney wrote the book on that here in IWC.
Wrote the book, published it, and then stole it from himself to sell it at a cheaper price.
McChesney's been through a lot of friends and allies here in IWC. Most of them didn't last long before things crumbled. Maybe McChesney couldn't find somebody to trust him. That's an option.
Very true.
I mean, his last real ally, with the exception of Britt Baker, was Jimmy Nuts, and that was a very tenuous relationship. They wanted to kill each other by the end of it as well.
I was going to say, I seem to recall Jimmy Nuts tossing John McChesney off of this balcony we're on.
That's true. Double suplex, and I'll give credit where credit is due. The Fraternity have really come on strong the past several months. Near fall. After being outsmarted by Booker T in Meadville several months ago, they've really come back strong. And I think that loss has only helped them regain and certainly have renewed focus and aggression.
Yep, yeah, I would say that's a fair statement. You can tell they've been a way more aggressive. I mean, look at what happened with Britt Baker.
Of course, Remy LeVay and Keith Hott, the champions for a couple of weeks. You got to believe they're watching this matchup, hoping for an opportunity.
I don't know if Remy's watching or not. He was beaten pretty badly by Marshall the Bull Gambino in the pre-show match.
Yeah, and that's, again, Marshall the Bull's jealousy over the fact that Remy and Keith Hott, as you hear fraternity is eternity, Remy and Keith Hott stole all the headlines. The Gambinos became the greatest tag team in IWC history at our 15th anniversary. And a couple of weeks later, everybody was talking about the young upstarts with the big upset, Remy and Hott. Marshall still has not gotten over that. And I don't think Remy deserves anything of what Marshall has dished out on him.
Well, I mean, Marshall clearly has a bone to pick with him. And that's how stuff is settled in wrestling. You got a problem. It's get them up because they're going to be swinging.
And that was almost a drop kick reminiscent of McChesney by Channing Decker.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Cover. McChesney, I believe, a 4-time former Super Indy champion. Certainly this event has done McChesney well over the years. Could it be the event he gets the Triple Crown?
Well, at the rate it's going right now, I'm going to go with no. I mean, the Fraternity have a pretty big advantage and are pressing it.
The only man in history, to my recollection, to hold the Triple Crown prior in the course of his career is DJZ.
Who is here tonight.
And is the reigning IWC champion. Reversal. McChesney puts the brakes on.
Gibson takes a boot.
Decker gets involved. Can we have tags here, referee, please?
There was a tag. Decker tagged Gibson's back.
Look at this.
Oh!
Big League gonna pin both. I love it. Oh, what a statement that would have made.
That would have been an exclamation point on that whole attempt to win the Triple Crown. Or complete the Triple Crown.
Tell you what, if anybody can survive this, it just may be John McChesney. Who could have, oh no. Oh, back of the head of McChesney hit off the canvas, and Fraternity goes to work.
There's their Eiffel Tower move.
What was your first hint?
They went, oh, that's how they started. Oh.
So it was the part that got you.
Yeah, because I knew to look for that.
Okay. And there's the paddle. That Fraternity paddle. Wait a second. Oh, wait a minute. That's Asylum. He must have just arrived here. He must be the partner.
Well, if he wasn't, he certainly is now.
The man too tough for rugby is unleashing hell on both frat members. Good grief.
Big knee.
Oh, what a spear. There's a cover. New champions, though. We haven't seen Asylum in, what, 4 or 5 months?
Yeah, it's been a while.
I believe Asylum was rehabbing a torn bicep. And listen to this ovation. And the frat was not ready for this, and they're doing whatever they can to grab onto Asylum, but Asylum unleashes.
Combination Samoan drop and just fall away slam.
How do you feel about McChesney and Asylum as a tag team?
Well, outside of their ability to get to the venue on time, I think it's great.
Look at this. Asylum has McChesney. To the floor, Asylum uses his partner as an offensive weapon.
And now McChesney rolling one of them back in.
And now, it's at least 2-on-2 legally.
Oh,
super kick. Here comes that Dr. Bomb. This could do it. Gibson trying to roll to salvation, up to doing it. Oh, Decker pulls Gibson.
Good move by Decker. That was going to be 3.
Yeah,
saving the titles, saving his partner.
That Dr. Bomb has put many a man away. And the Fraternity need to regroup on the outside. Well, the Fraternity seem like they're ready for a fight now. Now that they know what they're up against. What? Oh, come on.
No.
What a classless way to retain your titles.
But effective.
McChesney and Asylum win via countout, but not the way they wanted it. And I think the Fraternity realized once it was 2-on-2.
Baker is cleared for action. So we got a little challenge for you. Asylum, McChesney, McChesney, and Brittany Baker versus you 2 sorority pitches and go find another one.
Challenge has been made. McChesney and Asylum still in pursuit of the tag team championships, and the Fraternity on their heels at the return of the big man Asylum as McChesney continues to chase the Triple Crown.